Good morning. We're going to talk today about folk tales, which we've talked about before. And so if you remember in second grade, we talk about trickster tales and we do Tricky Fox and we do Love and Roast Chicken, and those are some of my favorites. As third graders, I usually do Stregonona. So if you haven't heard Stregonona yet, you're in for a treat in third grade. The thing about a folk tale is it's a story that originates in a culture and it gets passed down, usually by oral tradition, which is like I tell one person, that person tells the next person, until it becomes a part of your culture and it tells about your culture. And the weird thing about fairy tales and folk tales, because fairy tales are really a kind of folk tale, is that they're in the non-fiction section in the library. And it's weird because if you think of stories like that, they sure don't seem like nonfiction, most of them, because you say to yourself, that couldn't happen. So the reason why we keep them there is because folk tales show a place's culture. Okay, so if you're learning about a certain country, the folk tales from that country show traditions and cultures of that place and help us to learn about the culture. So as third graders, I know third graders have learned about Greece, or are currently learning about Greece perhaps. They've learned about Rome, they've learned about ancient Egypt, and I know that you learned about Mali. So for second and third graders, it's really important to hear about folk tales as a part of culture. So the story I'm going to read you today is called Anansi and the Spider. And first of all, notice that it has a Caldecott medal, so you know it's got great pictures. But it's a tale from the Ashanti people. And I want to show you a map because the Ashanti people live in Ghana. So this is a map of Africa right here. And if you remember learning about geography, Africa is one of our continents. But within Africa, there's a lot of different countries. And if you can look here, and I think my daughter, who's also my videographer, is zooming in so you can see, hopefully. All these countries are in Africa, and third graders typically learn about Mali. So I'm pointing my finger at Mali. But not too far from Mali is Ghana, which is right here. So Ghana and Mali are both in Africa, and the story that I'm going to read you today is a folk tale that comes to us from the country of Ghana. And while it's going to be a little bit different than traditions of Mali, some of them might be kind of similar. So, like I said, the Ashanti people live in Ghana, and they've lived there for something like over 400 years. And they're known for their metalwork and for their amazing weaving and making things into silk. So this is a tale that comes to us from the Ashanti people, and this is Anansi the Spider, a tale from the Ashanti by Gerald McDermott. And again, they show you here the little map with Ghana in Africa, which is the same as I showed you on the actual map. Anansi, he is Spider to the Ashanti people. In Ashanti land, people love this story of Kwaku Wasani. Time was, Anansi had 6 sons. First son was called Sea Trouble. He had the gift of seeing trouble a long way off. Second son was Road Builder. Third son was River Drinker. Next son was Game Skinner. Another son was Stone Thrower. And last of sons was Cushion. He was very soft. All were good sons of Anansi. One time Anansi went a long way from home, far from home. He got lost. He fell into trouble. Back home was son Sea Trouble. Father is in danger, he cried. He knew it quickly, and he told those other sons. Road Builder son said, follow me. Off he went making a road. They went fast, those 6 brothers gone to help Anansi. Where is father now? Fish has swallowed him. Anansi is inside fish. River drinker took a big drink. No more river. Then Game Skinner helped Father Anansi. He split open fish. More trouble came right then. It was Falcon. Falcon took Anansi up in the sky. Quick now, stone thrower! The stone hit Falcon. Anansi fell through the sky. Now Cushion ran to help Father. Very soft, Anansi came down. They were very happy, that spider family. All home again that night, Kwaku Asani found a thing in the forest. What is this thing? A great globe of light. Try and think to yourself, make a prediction. What do you think it is? Oh, mysterious and beautiful. I shall give this to my son, said Anansi, to the son who rescued me. But which son of 6? Which deserves the prize? So think in your head, there were 6 sons. Which one do you think deserves this prize? Nyami, can you help me? Oh, Nyami, called Anansi. For Ashanti people, Nyami is the god of all things. Anansi asked this of Nyami, please hold the beautiful globe of light until I know which son should have it for his own. And so they tried to decide which son deserved the prize. They tried, but they could not decide. They argued all night. Nyami saw this. The god of all things, he took the beautiful white light up into the sky. I think you've probably discovered what it is by now. He keeps it there for all to see. It is still there. It will always be there. It is there tonight. So what I want you to think about and try and answer for yourself is, what do you think Gerald McDermott, who tells this tale from the Ashanti, although he didn't create it, he told his version, what do you think they're trying to say with this story? What's the message we can learn from the behavior of Ashanti and his 6 sons? So that's what I want you to try and think about. And like I said, we talk about folk tales all the time, and it is a great way to kind of connect to another culture and see how things are very different, because this story is very different from what we know and what we experience. Have a good day.